bring in our guest for this hour. Joining us, criminal defense attorney John Mobley. John, great to see you. Thanks for joining the judge and I on the show. This witness, an important witness for the defense, I was able to follow. I think a layperson could generally follow where he was going. My question is, though, based on that cross-examination, did he really move the ball in favor of the defense?
Well, that's a good question, Michael. I think the testimony was there. I believe that the defense attorney could have been a little more prepared, a little clearer regarding where he was going with the testimony. It's the job of the defense lawyer to take all this technical information and you know, for lack of a better phrase, dumb it down. I mean, it's no good unless the jury can follow it. Now, what I gathered from it, which I liked, assuming the jury could follow the same point, is that, you know, they did a good job of raising a question or doubt as to, you know, whether or not, as the prosecution would suggest, Karen Thorpe was actually murdered at the home. You know, when he talks about the phone being destroyed and being turned off, it kind of makes you think that, you know, and realize, you know, this was a very tumultuous marriage. And, you know, when you kind of raise those possibilities, it's not beyond the realm of reason that she could have smashed the phone, or she could have just turned the telephone off around that time, as opposed to that time being somehow tied to the murder occurring at the location. So that's, you know, as an attorney, you know, looking for defense perspectives, you know, that's what I got from the testimony. The question is whether or not the defense attorney did a good enough job of making that clear for the jury through that examination. And that's something I have a little bit of a doubt about. I thought the witness had good information, but just based on the questions that were being asked and the manner that they were being asked, I just think it could have been a little smoother or cleaner by the defense attorney.
And I just have to wonder if the state's even proven this case beyond a reasonable doubt before we even got to the defense's case. There's not a lot of evidence, not a lot of forensic evidence, so I'm just not yet convinced.
Yeah, I don't think it takes a lot in a case like this, though, Judge. You got a guy who's very controlling. Yeah. There's a change in circumstance that affects his control over the situation.
And who else could have done it, even though they're trying to say, well, there's this neighbor.
Right, which is why the defense is doing what they're doing here at the end of the day.